check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have the ball first. KJ Jackson, he was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions last time out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Smith takes the handoff. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The run inside. It's Smith. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now we say hello to Nate Frazier. He scored 4 times in their last game, just under 100 yards in the W. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. First down for this offense. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll give to Frazier. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Gets open down the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Might have a chance. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Sweet cut there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Complete. He's forced out of bounds inside They save the touchdown, at least for now. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown Bulldogs! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeps it on 1st down. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Jackson will throw. Got his man on the right. Could not make his way to the corner. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. The give is to Smith. Maybe a crease.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because
there he goes! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. On 1st down, Nate Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He makes a catch. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Running inside, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Jackson gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's gonna have to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd called by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. Running the red zone. It's Frazier. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Georgia!
offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Delaware Blue Hens taking on the Houston Cougars.
And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Jackson will throw. Here's the pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The run inside. It's Phillips. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. Georgia coming out with the fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. In the red area, it's Frazier. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Smith. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Dogs! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
And kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed over the middle, it's Platt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The keeper on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Jackson gonna throw it. On the move, he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the move, it's Temple. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Temple. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Power football with the run. There's some room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? To the ground. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter.
Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they turning it on. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You don't want to get carried away. It's still early, but that was an impressive performance to go to 3-0. What do you think? How good is this team, David?
I love when you say you don't want to get carried away. But, you know why you say but? Because we're going to get carried away. Great start. This is what we do. We're going to react to what we see, and 3-0 is exactly how you draw it up. You build momentum, you start to build confidence, and you start to look like a team, Jesse, that might could do some damage later on in the postseason.
So, can they drown out the noise? Can they not pay attention to what we're talking about and how good we think they are, and just keep that workman-like mentality each and every week? Lunch pail, show up, blue collar, get the job done. This team has a lot of talent. They can drown out the noise.